Can you hear me tonight? What would it be without a little bit of technical issues? But let me know down below if you can hear me, because then, only then, do we have 50% of this little show going. But first of all, let me know how you lovely, lovely, sexy looking people are doing tonight. The lions are back. The lions never left. So let me know if you can hear me. That would mean the world to me. I can see we got somebody new. Ro, Helen, Cheese. How are you doing? Good to see you. Loud and clear. Thank you so much. Ron, Jeremy, my soul brother. He knows why. He knows why. Sandra, you all say here, it's so sweet of you. I mean, whenever you, when you all write me, thank you. Thank you. You know, you make my heart beat faster. So what are we going to talk about today? Well, you know, yesterday we have our German friend, right? And I love the question. The question was, what would you do if somebody gave you 10,000 USD? So it seems to me that our German friend, he just got 10,000 freshly baked USDs in the right pocket, in the left pocket, and in the back pocket. And I thought that the question was so good. And so why not try to make, like today in this stream, like a real, let's say, not a case study, but let's really go, how could you, how would you, how would I? Of course, there's so many circumstances, but let's invest or go through how I would invest 10,000 USD today, tonight. And I don't think it is bad timing. Anyway, remember, this stream, as you know, is only for the sexy looking people.
This dance ain't for everybody. Only the sexy people.
So let's start, yeah? Because time is money and money is time. I look forward to going through this, and let's see what you think about it. But you know, we need to start, and I think it goes a little something like this. I want to welcome you to Crypto Never Sleeps. In case you're new to this channel and you want to stay on top of the crypto world, well then please hit like, smash, subscribe, so that you can be notified every time we upload new videos, so that you can, and this is important to me, preserve your wealth, make more money. I'm sorry guys, I get confused because I can see my background is not the way it should be. 1 second here. 1 second. Can you believe it? It's the first time that I couldn't say my my little intro, but it's because it's not the way it should be. Can you see now? I can change it. I think it's a little bit better. Okay, very good, very good. So yeah, thank God, thank the good Lord. Anyway, let's start, and but we cannot start this little show without looking at the level of market manipulation. So we have Bitcoin at 19,345, right, down 78 points. We got Ethereum at 1,072, a little bit up. We got Cardano at 45 cents on the dollar, up 1.9 cents, and we got DOT at $6.87. What can we say? I mean, the markets, they have been slightly lost. I mean, there's really not a lot going on, and when I always refer to, let's go in and look at the level of market manipulation, I do think that there are forces behind that are really pushing, driving the market in the one or the other direction. And it is really also this is not rocket science. I mean, there is really not a lot of money in the cryptocurrency market compared to how many coins there are. The liquidity, or let's say the volatility and liquidity, somehow also go hand in hand, right? There's very little liquidity, but there's a lot of volatility because it doesn't take a lot of money in order to push it in the one or the other direction. But yeah, what I do think is we are going to see, which I've also said before, I think we're gonna see 20,000, which obviously also, if we go in and 20,000 was, let's say, that was the high of the past cycle, right? So we would consider, many thought that we would not go below, or we will not go below the 20,000 because it was, the previous high. I do think we will go, but having said that, we can see clearly consolidation around the 20,000 points. So how long that's gonna last, I don't know. But let's also go in and look at the weekly, because I like to keep it simple. Keep things simple. And you gotta, no matter what you say about my weekly and my technical analysis, they're spot on. They're spot on. They're so simple, but they're spot on, right? You want to take the purple lines away and just look in piece here. So we got the weekly. Looking at the weekly chart with the 7-day moving average. And remember, we probably will, as we always have, we're going to see a little kissy. I still think remember, the 7-day moving average is probably going to, go further down, but I think we're going to go up a little. So probably we're going to have a little high up to, 23,000. I wouldn't be surprised if I will be right again. But remember, these short-term kissies is not what I'm here for, right? We are here to make long-term money. Long-term, not short-term, because, then it's like a casino. Then we don't know what we're doing. Just want to look at Ethereum, and I think Ethereum is a little bit the same. You can see Ethereum is always holding itself a little bit further away from the 7-day moving average. And I gotta say, something. Even though that I always, if you want to learn a thing or two about how the market works, about technical analysis, about what you can read into the charts and the candlesticks, I always say you need to go to none other than Traders Reality. However, in one way or the other, I do think it's a little bit absurd, funny. I don't know how to put it, but it seems to me that my technical analysis, the 7-day moving average on the weekly, hasn't been that far off, and we don't have to spend so much time looking at it. But anyway, if you want to understand what moves the market and who makes the market, please go over to the number one YouTube channel when it comes to technical analysis, Traders Reality.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a conversation. Mad love and respect to every single one of you beautiful people.
Beautiful people. But now my favorite part comes, and that is the chit chat. So who is here on a Saturday night? CryptoStan is here. I can see we got Panos, we got J Dubs. It's so good. We got MB, 11K, yeah, and we got BTC. Mark Kelly, how are you doing? It is so lovely to see that our little channel is the love channel. It's the love channel. The only people that are here in the chat, they're all moderators, right? Because we are the littlest little channel on the interweb. Hey, I love you all. We're going to have a little chit chat in the end. Before we move on to the $10,000 portfolio, Adnan Ahmed, how are you doing? Flo, Crypto Fanatic, good to see you. I mean, lots of love to all of you. So much love from right here to you, especially that you're here on a Saturday. I mean, I'm sure you would prefer to be anywhere else, but you're here to support me. I thank you for that. I love you for that. Before we go in and look at the $10,000 portfolio that we would make today, we need to go in and just have a quick look at some news because it's Saturday and we got some new news. Remember, I'm a big fan of, not a big fan, but I do believe that geopolitics, they are playing an important role. I just, this picture just found it here on CNBC. You see Russia is a big red, and then you see Finland, Sweden is green, and then we got everything in blue here in the middle, right? Which is Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Poland, Slovakia, Hungary. And then we got in the middle here, let me just see if I can make it a little bigger. Anyway, and then we got Ukraine here in the middle. All I wanted to say is that we are seeing the West and NATO, getting closer and closer to Russia. I'm not pro-Russian. I'm not pro-West. I'm pro-love. All I wanted to say is that it looks like increasing tensions are coming. And that's all we're going to talk about geopolitics today, because too much is also not fun. I did want to go in, if we go in on mainstream media, look at this Saturday night. And on the main home landing page, whatever you want to call it, look what we have here. Bitcoin just had its worst quarter in more than a decade. Here are 5 reasons why. And we need to understand what those 5 reasons are, right? We got them here a little bit bigger. Now we scroll down just a little bit on the landing page of CNBC. There's 2 things that really stand out, right? It's obviously Russia is bad, and war is bad. And then we have got Bitcoin, crypto. Now you don't have to scroll much further down before, maybe it was, let me just see here. Let me see here, boom. We need to make it smaller. Second here. I was looking at this right before. Look at this major. Yeah, so we are still here. This is, the landing page. We got there the Bitcoins, and then we got right here. Crypto hedge fund 3 errors, files for Chapter 15 bankruptcy. Major crypto broker Voyager Digital suspends all trading deposits withdrawals. So I couldn't find it much quicker. Why am I pointing this out? I'm pointing this out because we are on the homepage, landing page, the main page of CNBC, and among these 15 pieces of news they have, 3 of them are crypto related, and they're negative. They're negative, and that's important because remember, the pigeons, the sheep, everyone, they're gonna follow mainstream media. So this means we are still going down. Negative media attention is going probably most likely to lead the prices lower. So Bitcoin, worst quarter. You go a little bit further down, we see crypto hedge fund 3 errors, files for Chapter 15. Sounds bad, is bad. Major crypto broker Voyager Digital suspends all trading. I mean, this makes everyone feel like, crypto is a shit show, right? Yeah. But don't you worry. That's why we understand that it is going to go further down. That's why we're still heading for the 12. Now let's go ahead and see what they are actually pointing out are the 5 reasons. And then let's see if we can get a little bit smarter on that, right? Maybe not. Usually not. I like the minions. I love the minions. I feel like I'm a minion. Anyway, 5 reasons Bitcoin had its worst quarter in more than a decade. You got to see, many people, they don't even read more than the title, right? They just go through that and think, yeah, that's a shit show, and we don't want to know much more about that. And make myself a little bit bigger, just a little bit. So what are the key points? Bitcoin lost about 58% of value in the second quarter of 2022, posting its worst quarterly performance since 2011. The funny thing is that for smart people, that should actually be good news. It should, wow, we can get it 58% cheaper than the quarter prior. But the problem is that's not the way the majority of investors or society of civilization actually think or work. When they read that Bitcoin lost about 58% of value in the second quarter of 2022, posting its worst quarterly performance since 2011, that leads the normal average individual to think, no, we need to get rid of that. We need to get rid of that. We don't need it. We need it just as much as we need those bad cronies. But obviously, a lion and an eagle, we know what we do. We pick them up cheap and we hold them. Second reason, macroeconomic issues such as rising interest rates and rampant inflation led to a sell-off in stocks and filtered through to the cryptocurrency market. This is just, nonsense. It's just words, blah, 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 blah. They just need to write something. Maybe it's true. It's just some journalist doesn't know really what to write. But the industry has also seen a wave of liquidity concerns, with hedge fund Three Arrows Capital going into liquidation and lending firm Celsius pausing withdrawals for customers. Now that is true. That is true. And remember, we haven't seen the bottom until there's real blood on the street and until we're going to see true capitulation. The quarter also saw the collapse of algorithmic stablecoin Terra USD, which sent shock waves through the industry. And then we got this handsome looking fella talking about the worst quarter since 2011. Now, we're not going to go much more through that. Look at this. It looks good. Cool studio, right? I like his jacket there, purple, nice purple. Why am I pointing all this out? I'm pointing all this out because, remember, I've always said, when are we going to see let's say the third cycle start? Well, indicators will be strong indicators almost towards the end of the next cycle is when mainstream media is going to promote it, or let's say write about it. It is very, very important that you hear me now. Very important. The media is kind of like an extension. It's like a magnifier. The media, the mainstream media, always comes in to give the last power push. Doesn't matter if it's up or it doesn't matter if it's down. You see, even when we were going up and we had gone up and up and up and up, mainstream media hadn't written a lot. But all of a sudden, out of the blue, nowhere, they'll find some reason to write about something. The last cycle was pretty much Dogecoin, right? That was like towards the end of the last cycle that all of a sudden had the last squeeze of hype. Well, it goes the same way downwards. So when the mainstream media is really like, it's just an indication of what we see today, only negative news. But to an extent that you and I, we were almost like crying. We're going to sell our last coins because blockchain and cryptocurrency is over, it's out. No. All they're doing is they're pushing towards capitulation so that the smart people, institutionals, and you and I, we can go in and get great coins. And as they say, on a few pennies on the dollar. And let me tell you one thing. This is the only and true reason why I am number one.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's young, he's handsome, he's a prophet, he's a poet. They know it. I must be the greatest. I the world.
But now it's time to go in and talk about what I promised that we should talk about, right? So how to invest $10,000 right now, crypto portfolio. Now, there are a few things that we should always take into consideration. It does matter. Do you invest $100, $1,000, or $1 million or $10 million? Because as we know, there are also fees that come with if you want to do it through Uniswap, or you want to do it on various different exchanges. There can be high gas prices, and how do you want to approach it? So what I tried to do today is that the way that I would, if we look at today, allocate the $10,000, I've tried to make it possible that we will get all the coins that I have looked at, or also, this is by no means financial advice. Just remember that. So out of all coins, we can get them all on Binance except one, but you can also get that on Kraken and Gate.io. So let's move on. I just wanted to let you know, I have to say this, before anyone wants to invest into the market, remember it takes discipline, knowledge, wisdom, experience, time, and you need to be unemotional. And when I say unemotional, you need to read between the line. You need to, even when you see mainstream media saying everything is going to hell, you need to take a step back and try to analyze what is really going on, right? So what do we have here? Well, it was a special request here from Geht dich nichts an, from Germany. So, he said that he just received $10,000. What would I do? I was not able to make it so sexy looking, so I hope you forgive me. What I would do very much currently is, out of the 10,000 USD, I would take 6,000. Hey, anybody should do whatever they feel like, right? And this is just based on today. So, and this is not Kitty's portfolio. But I think what would be smart is maybe invest 6,000 and keep 4,000 in cash. And when I say cash, I don't mean cash, I mean stablecoin, right? So, and yeah. And so which are the coins that I would invest in? Well, yeah, not so much to say. I think out of the 6,000, I would divide them into 10 positions. So in each position, $600. And the first 5 would be Ethereum, which is currently down 78%. I would add some Chainlink, which is down 88% from its all-time high. Uniswap, which is down 90% from its all-time high. Synthetics, which is down 91%. And we need to have some Cardano, in the soup, in the mix, in the goulash. Probably have noticed that the first 4 of our big players, quality over quantity within the Ethereum ecosystem. Or let's say they're kind of like, the main big ones, right? Ethereum, is a base layer, blockchain base layer, we know Ethereum. Chainlink is the biggest, let's say, I think Chainlink is fantastic because Chainlink is going to be the link between the traditional world, which, transports traditional data like the weather or flights or how long it takes to cross the border onto the blockchain. And Chainlink is the biggest link within the blockchain ecosystem. Uniswap, the biggest market maker, the biggest decentralized exchange, and I think they will keep being that. Synthetics, well, that is when it comes to decentralized finance, you have to go in. I mean, there are many DeFi coins that I really do like. Compound, Aave, a Curve. Why did I choose Synthetics here in this mix? Well, very simple. If you wanted to not leave the coins on Binance, well, you could then stake them, which I'm doing. I'm staking my Kitty Synthetics at around 50% APY or APR, which I think is good. I like it. Cardano, I think, is going to explode. I believe in Charles, even though he's late, but I'm sure he has a few goodies in the right pocket, in the left pocket, and the back pocket. Once, it could even be Cardano that could trigger the next cycle. Furthermore, then obviously we need, the other 5. I would also add some Polkadot, so $600 of Polkadot, which is currently down 87% from its all-time high. Moonbeam, right, which is down 96%. This is all Polkadot ecosystem, right? Centrifuge, which I really, really like. And Centrifuge is the only coin out of these 10 that you cannot get on Binance at the moment. So, sorry. But you can get Centrifuge on Kraken and Gate.io. So I just wanted to add that there. At Akala, which is down 91%, and IOTA, which has absolutely nothing to do with Polkadot, with Cardano, no Ethereum per se, but I do like IOTA with the ticker MIOTA, because that we don't 100% know what the future finance is going to look like. And IOTA could be, it's almost like a hedge. They are working with big traditional companies, and I would not underestimate. So it's a little bit of a mix to the overall thing. Now that's that's basically it. I don't know if you were expecting more. I mean, for Betty's portfolio, we got so many more coins, right? But that's also because her portfolio, she's been building wealth over a few years, so she can expose it to many more positions and also many more exchanges. So I think 10,000, I would go. I think Binance until now, I mean, they're big, they're good, industry leaders. I would, however, also, even if I would invest 10,000 today and I would execute it through Binance, I would, after I bought the coins, I would, withdraw them to my ledger. So I have them basically in my pocket. I think that's important. Okay, guys, that was about it. That was quick, right? So let's go in and see if anybody has something to chat about. I like Bennett is saying Cardano is a shit coin. iOS Owens, no gaming coins. Well, I would not, if somebody, and we were talking about this specific, this is not my portfolio, it's not Kitty's portfolio, this is a portfolio that was requested yesterday for 10,000 USD, and it's a pretty, I think it's a safe, a bit of a conservative approach. And when you say gaming coins, hey, I love the gaming coins. I just feel and think that we are currently in such a, bear market. We are so far away from the past all-time highs that when you can buy blue chips, right? When you can buy the true market leaders of tomorrow at a discount that we are currently seeing, now that's where I would put my money. And once they're going to, because once money is going to flow back into the cryptocurrency market, it will be the big boys that will take off first. Once the big boys they've taken off, that's when I would go into the smaller gems. So that's why I wouldn't at this point. I would see too much risk in going into the gaming coins, but perhaps a little bit later. That's how I see it. So what else? What do you say, Iqbal? Cardano. Moonriver is good, of course. Moonbeam, Moonriver, both good, right? Moonbeam is in the Polkadot, ecosystem, and Moonriver is their ugly cousin on Kusama. So it's all. ICP2. What is this spaceship? Moonbeam focused on BTC. Bad choice. Very expensive. Will not be a winner. Well, you never know. You never know. I like, let's see. Let's see. I'm not saying I'm right, and you could be right, but I gotta warn you. Every single one who's ever challenged me always lost. In the beginning, I would shake when somebody challenged me, but in the end, no. I'm not gonna. With Moonbeam and Moonriver, I think they have some, let's say, head start advantage. I think that also, they won the first, the second or the third parachains, both on Kusama and Polkadot. I think that it's kind of like a already, they made some deals in the back and they know who's going to be the winners of tomorrow. We all know there are also many protocols or blockchains out there that are better than Ethereum, for that matter, right? And they didn't get anywhere, right? So there's still some kissy, hanky-panky network business going on in the back room. And unfortunately, you and I, we're not in the back room yet. What about, hey, listen, Arven Compound, don't get me wrong, PC. I love him. This was just an example if there was only 10,000. Of course, you can also take the $10,000 and you can put in $100 in every coin, right? I love Aave. If you ask me like that, I'm not able to say what is better, Compound, Aave, Maker, Synthetics, Curve. I like them all. There is, however, not a difference. I think they all have huge potential. But Synthetics, actually, they reward you the highest staking rewards. Compound are not so great when it comes to staking rewards, but and neither is Maker and Curve for that matter. But I do believe all of them are going to play a vital role in the future of finance. There you go, Sandra. You're right. Please smash the like and give me a little bit of those hits and subscribe, and everything is great. Except IOTA. In the end of the day, I think we are lucky. Right now we are lucky because there are many good protocols, there are many good projects out there. They're completely, I don't know if undervalued is the right word, but they are cheaper than they used to be. I would now focus primarily on quality over quantity. There we go, get in nix an. I'm here, brother. Well, we made it all for you. We made it all for you. But we are now over and out. It is Saturday. I'm tired also. And guys, I don't want to make these streams longer than 30 minutes. Also, what I wanted to say is that we lost all our videos, and YouTube, they are like, they can't find them. They don't know who deleted them. And I find that funny too, right? Because both Google and YouTube, they know where we log in from, which device, everything. But all our 800 videos, they're just gone. They're just gone. But who cares? I will still do this. I don't care if we lost those videos. What I care about is that you are here. And I really appreciate you being here. And I hope you know that I do my best to share with you. I love all of you. And this is just another example. I never made this channel to make any money on it. It's the second time we lose it. The first time we lost it completely. The second time, like here, we lose all our videos. Who cares? I've never made a YouTube channel because I wanted to make money on YouTube. I wanted to see if I could help you. Simply because I love you and sharing is caring. And as you know, and I hope you will do the same, don't ever quit. I'll see you tomorrow on Monday. I love you. Take care.
When you feel like quitting, remember all of those who said you'd fail. When you feel like giving up, remember why you started. When you feel like quitting, remember what you're doing it all for. When you feel like quitting, remember pain is temporary and greatness lasts forever.
When you feel like quitting, remember that the pain you feel today will be replaced with the strength you need tomorrow. Remember that every ounce of pain you feel is building a stronger you, a stronger body, a stronger mind, and a stronger character. So push through the pain. Don't let it stop. Force it to grow you.
Don't back down from the pain. Face it. Feel no pain. There is no pain. That painful last rep, that's nothing. Give me more. Push harder.
Too tired, too hard, too busy, too early, too stressed. No excuses. Too tired, no excuses. Too hard, no excuses. Too busy, no excuses. Too early, no excuses. Too stressed, no excuses. When I feel like quitting, I remember there's too many people I need to prove wrong. When I feel like quitting, I remember I have too much to fight for. I will not quit.
Sleep-ins, they're for grandmas. I'm up, I'm ready to go. Quitting, that's for those who have no heart. I do not quit. Your greatest physique, your greatest health, your greatest strength, it doesn't come with average effort. If you want average results, keep showing up and giving average effort. If you want to be at your best, you will have to give your best effort. Make an oath to yourself that you will not walk out of any training session, any game, anything without giving 110% of your soul. Whatever you think is your limit, push past it. Whatever you think is your max, see if you can get 10% more out. Results don't lie. It all comes down to one simple question. How bad do you want it? And when you feel like quitting, give me 10 more.
Nothing great is going to come if you quit. I know it's hard. I know you are tired. I know it seems impossible, but you must keep going. Stick it out. and get your reward.